A little math problem. So my roommate was talking to me and said that there's a strategy to always win roulette. And at first thought I was like, there's no way. Like, number one, casinos have been playing this game for a while, and the strategy would have been used and they would have stopped it, and they need to make money off this game. And then my second thought was more mathematical, and I was looking at the roulette wheel, and there's almost half black, almost half red, but then there's the two green ones. So if you're betting on black or red, then you have just under a 50% chance of winning. So that means over time you'll have to lose money. But then he proposed me the betting idea that you bet starting at 1 and then continually increase your bet as you lose. And then if you win, start back over at 1. And the goal of this is to recoup the lost money. So when you win, you don't win too much, but when you lose, you make sure you make up the money you lost. So you start betting at 1, then double that to 2, then to 4, and so on. That way, if you, let's say, win at 1, you lose at 1 and 2, by the time you're betting 4, you're down $3, and then you win at 4, and you gain $1. He originally proposed the idea with the Fibonacci sequence, where you bet 1, 1, 2, 3, and so on. But the reason I changed it to this 1, 2, 4 is the Fibonacci sequence doesn't necessarily recoup your money. So if you lose like at 1, 1, and 2, by the time you get to 3, you're down $4, but you're only trying to make $3. And that applies for the rest of these numbers too. So when I was looking at this, initially I was like, no way. But then he explained to me this idea, and I was like, wait, that kind of makes sense. Because what's the probability that you're going to continually just lose and lose and lose so that you'd never recoup your money? And so then I was thinking about it, and there's no way, but I had to analytically solve for this. So I wrote a program in Python to try to figure it out. So now's the solution. I'm going to give it away if you want to think about it. I mean, it's not that complicated, but it's kind of interesting why you actually lose. So the reason in the end for losing is because you can't bet enough money to keep this pattern of bets going, which is kind of interesting. But you actually do lose enough times in a row that you just lose all your money. And I call that a bust here. So if I'm, let's say, playing with $500 in this simulation, I'm going to run this program, and this just 10,000 times basically simulates playing the game. And after 10,000 times, the average round you lose $20 out of 500, which is not too bad. But the reason for this is you bust 14% of the time. So if we look at some of the rounds here, here's the end of a round, and since we started with 500 and we ended with 30, it's a gain. If we look at another round here, and with 56, that's a gain. So most of the time you gain a little bit of money. And with 42, there's a gain. But when you bust and lose all your money, you lose that most of that 500. And that's why in the end your average loss is low. Let's see if I can run this again and find a bust. Looks like there's one up here. Nope. Most of the time it's a win. Wow. Sit. There we go. Okay, here's a bust. So it's only a 14% chance when you're playing with 500. But when you bust, look at this. You bet. We start at 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128, 256. So it lost all that time, those times in a row, and then you end up losing almost all your money. And that 14% in the end needs you to lose about 20 bucks on average in this simulation I'm playing here, which I thought was interesting. And of course, my original thought of why you can't win in this game is that there's those 2 green tiles that if you land on those, the casino wins and neither side wins. And that, of course, is actually why you have to lose. So I'm going to generate numbers from 1 to 36, ignoring those 2 green ones. And yeah, your average gain is usually around 0. And even though you still bust 10% of the time, it's a little bit less than the 13% previously, and you gain a little bit more, so you end up just netting about 0. So then you could ask, well, what if we just increase the amount of money? Let's try 5,000. You definitely bust less times, only 1.6, but you lose more money actually, and that's because the busts are way bigger. Even if you make this 500,000, you still lose money because the busts are so big, which is weird to think. So this is, let's see, this is probably busting like 1 time out of I'm running 10,000 simulations and averaging it. That 0.2% is probably, let's see, maybe like 2 times out of that 10,000. I'm not gonna be able to find where they busted, but when you do bust, it's huge and it negates all that win you have. Like in this example, again, you win about 52 bucks, and you still lose. So that's why in the end you lose in roulette.